Alright folks, Pitching Against the Idiot, we are back playing the Talent Agent. We've got a case developing in California. Today the FBI raided an abandoned factory that had been identified as a hub for human trafficking, but there's been a twist in their investigation. Your fellow patriots found Fiona Winters, better known by the tabloids as the teenage terrorist. Despite her plans to leave the country to wage jihad, it seems she never left California. It's my belief that Winters was ensnared by the Talent Agent, a highly successful human trafficker with a predilection for targeting emotionally vulnerable youth who aren't likely to be missed. The Talent Agent fell off my radar 2 years ago, around the same time Winters disappeared. Initially I thought he'd retire, but now it appears he's concocted an extremist group as a cover. Agent, this is a very sensitive case. Once the story breaks, reporters at all major publications will be working round the clock to dig up the details. I need you to uncover them first. We need to find the Talent Agent and shut down his human trafficking ring before he's able to lure any more impressionable youth into captivity. Agents Keen and Ressler will accompany you to California to search that abandoned factory. I'll expect a full report back on what you uncover. That doesn't sound good at all. This fat doll factory has been abandoned for 15 years. Pretty creepy place to bring a bunch of teens, but I guess the kind of scumbag could kidnap them isn't too worried about their well-being. The FBI reports that they recovered 23 teens in the course of the raid, but based off their first-hand accounts, the agents believe 11 are still missing. Can't imagine how scared they must be. We need to search this place from top to bottom and find anything that will lead us to the missing teens before they're smuggled out of the country. That's just nuts. Up top. Ladder, pliers, lockbox. Nope, that's not a lockbox. Oh, there's the hammer, spring. It's the lockbox. Oh wow, wow! This is a place I did not check. Well, Cooper's arranged for us to use local FBI field office while we're in California, but we'll have to have access to ARAM as needed. Let's take a look at what you found. The Talent Agent wouldn't have allowed his victims to access the internet. This laptop must belong to him. Let's see if we can find out what it was used for. There's something inside this lockbox, but I can't really get it to open. You should give it a try after we're finished up here. And Sally Hanlon, the undercover agent that found this location, is done being debriefed. Let's find out what she knows about the Talent Agent. Alright, so let's analyze, grab some stars. I'll be back as I'm Pitching Against 88. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Against 88, we are back. Let's finish some of this stuff. I just received the results of the analysis on the laptop from the local FBI office. Apparently there's some good news and bad news. Bad news is the laptop was encrypted. Breaching the encryption resulted in a complete wipe of the hard drive. Nearly everything useful on the drive is gone. The only thing we could find was the IP address, but using that IP address we obtained a record of the laptop's online history. It was primarily used to upload video clips to a third-tier social media site called Yabra. They're trying to figure out what videos were posted. Hopefully we'll know more on that soon. Yabra. Definitely not YouTube. Agent Hanlon, I understand that you've been working undercover on this case for the last year. What can you tell us about the trafficking ring? Initially, we thought they were only recruiting fighters to travel overseas and join a holy war, so I posed online as a lonely 17-year-old with anger issues, a perfect target for their operation. But once I got recruited and infiltrated the organization, I realized that radicalization was just a front to identify and isolate vulnerable targets. They never planned to take them overseas. The teens were intended to be trafficked around the U.S. as slave labor. I was close to uncovering the leader of this trafficking ring when I learned about the factory. 34 teens were being held here temporarily before being moved on to their next workplace. I had to choose between saving them or catching the ringleader. But I waited too long and they shipped out 11 teens before the raid team was in place. If only I had acted faster. Well, because of you, 23 victims are going home to their families, including Fiona Winters. I guarantee we will find the other missing teens and capture the monster that hurt them. You better believe we will. Let's see. There we go. Well, good work breaking that lockbox open. It's filled with dozens of DVDs marked with dates and ID codes. There's hours of content here. Let's send the footage to ARAM so we can process it. So we'll skip that. Hello, Agent. I finished analyzing the videos you sent. It's hours of what appeared to be propaganda recruitment videos for an extremist group operating near the Syrian border. Most of the videos, a man calling himself Bahir talks about the benefits of joining the cause of righteousness and the fight for freedom. I also ran the videos through our facial recognition software. Bahir is no match to any known terrorists or criminals on file. The DVDs have a high production value, solid editing, film-worthy CGI, flashy graphics. Our best bet in finding Bahir is to figure out who produced these videos. Okay. Agent, I just received word that Fiona Winters is being released from the hospital with a clean bill of health. We should take this chance to ask her about her time in captivity in those films. Since she was being held captive for so long, maybe she could shed some more light on where they came from. Miss Winters, I'm Agent Keen. I've just spoken with your family, and they're on their way. I know you've been through a lot, but I wonder if I could ask you a few questions while we wait for them. Man, I thought I was going to die in that awful place. I'll tell you everything I can. I want to help catch the monsters who kidnapped me. We'll do everything in our power to ensure the people who did this to you are locked away for a very long time. Show Fiona what we found that might help her identify her captors, Agent. Is it the lockbox? No. I remember seeing that in the factory, but they never opened it when they were around. Well, these are some video stills from recruitment films we found in the factory. Do you recognize them? Oh, that's Bahir. I thought he cared about me. He wrote me poems about his home, about how it was being invaded. He was so kind to me. I wanted to help him to fight against those who were destroying his country. I must sound so stupid, but I believed in him. I thought I loved him. Wait, how did you meet Bahir? I saw his videos online, and after I commented on them, he messaged me. We started IMing all the time. He told me, well, this is embarrassing to say out loud, but he said my love gave him courage to fight, that if I joined him, he'd have the strength to defeat his oppressors. I was scared at first, but finally he convinced me to join. I was supposed to meet him at the airport to fly overseas, but when I got there, men I didn't know were waiting for me in his place. They said they'd take me to Bahir, that he was waiting nearby. I wanted so badly to believe that I got in their car. That was the last moment of freedom I've had for 2 years. Thank you for your help, Fiona. We're going to catch the men who took you and make them pay. It's crazy. Agent, I'd like you to visit the Yabra offices. Social media companies generally have filters that take down videos like these. It's possible they were hosting them voluntarily. It took a bit of doing, but I found a judge sympathetic to our case who was willing to issue a limited search warrant for you at the Yabra main office. Go search the office to talk with their CEO, Marcus Tucker, to see what he can tell us about those videos. So many ads. Mr. Tucker, I'm Agent Wrestler with the FBI. Oh, I know exactly who you are. A bunch of suits who want to censor everything we say because free speech threatens your iron grip on our civil liberties. Well, I won't let you march my office into the company I built from the ground up and terrorize us in the name of safety. This is America, and I have rights. Well, if you're grandstanding, I'd like to ask what you know about terrorists using Yabra website to lure vulnerable teens into human trafficking. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yabra is a user-driven social platform for free expression. Everything on our site is protected by the First Amendment. That's false. Yabra has over 15 million posts a day. There are far too many posts for us to check every single one and determine whether it's a true threat or just a joke. You said that you can't check every post, but you also said your algorithms scan for anything that violates the company code of ethics. Care to explain? We use algorithms that filter out copyright violations, pornography, and explicit violence. The videos posted that we're interested in contain images of explicit violence and calls for more violence. Your system must have flagged them, right? Fine, sure, we flagged them, but our lawyer said they didn't breach the poster's First Amendment rights. Our brand is all about protecting provocative speech. So you let potential terrorists recruit innocent kids in the name of free speech. Look, I can't tell people what to say or not to say. I'm sympathetic to keeping kids safe, but I can't give up any information on our users. That would breach our end user contract. Well, I'm glad you're interested in obeying rules. I'm interested in having you obey the search warrant. Boom! That was a nice segue. Oh, you like rules? Well, here. This person says I can search your offices, so... Look at this place. You'd think they spent some money on a cleaning service instead of an outsider art and feng shui. Maybe we'll be able to find something we can use. Take a look around and see what you can find, Agent. Similar to the place I work. Torn document. Snow globe, tape dispenser, book pile. Nope, that's not it. But this is a book pile. Robot dog and file folder. Oh. They have like 4 things that are like file folders. Oh well. Well, there's a ton of information in this data report, too much for us to sort and go through. We better send this to ARM and see if we can make sense of it. This paperwork has been ripped to shreds. Maybe they were trying to destroy something important. Let's get it back to the field office and put it together. Yeah. I'm thinking we gotta put this stuff together. Alright, so what do we got here? This is probably the bottom corner. This is probably the upper. One of my better ones. Our paper is on FBI letterhead. It's noticed that the case against Yabra was officially closed. There was a previous investigation of Yabra. We should have been notified. Better have Aaron pull up the case file from this investigation, see what they were after, and the event involves our current inquiry. Yeah, I feel like we should have had that information. I scanned through the data report you found. It was an interesting catalog of users who uploaded large amounts of video to the Yabra website. Corporate users were categorized by company logo. My guess is that they were imprinting the company logos onto the videos for copyright purposes. I went through some videos on the list and found something interesting. A group of the videos which all feature a specific company logo and have similar production values to the recruitment videos. I don't recognize the logo from these videos, but I'll run through the database, and if we're lucky, we'll get a match. Sounds good. Agent, I tracked down that case number. It appears that the FBI had already looked into the recruitment videos. They were worried that these may have been legit terrorist recruiters. The case was closed a year ago, with the record simply stating that the supervising agent determined that the videos weren't a threat. No specific details were given. The case file also admits the name of the supervising agent on this investigation. I'm still trying to see if we can find out who it was. I'll be in touch if I learn anything more. Someone at the FBI really dropped the ball on this. We had Bahir in our sights a year ago and we let him go. How many more teens did he recruit in that year? There's no way that Tucker didn't know about the investigation. We better talk to him and find out why he was trying to keep us in the dark. Yeah. You done goofed, buddy. You done goofed. Oh. Okay, cool. So I can track one. I just don't know if I can track both. I started tracking down that company logo. Action Films is a local production company that primarily makes films for clients. They produce the recruitment videos, then we can use them to hunt down the traffickers. I'll have the local post office post some agents to keep an eye out for their offices until we get over there. Mr. Tucker, it seems that we're not the first FBI agents to knock on your door about the Bahir recruitment videos. Why didn't you tell us about the previous inquiry? Well, I didn't realize I was constitutionally obligated to tell you government flunkies what your own agency was already doing. You need better software to track this stuff. We could help you with that. I'm betting that you didn't want your brand tarnished with an investigation, so I'm wondering if you used some of your $3 billion in funding to make the problem disappear. Did you use your influence to quash the FBI investigation and the recruitment videos? Oh, he's straight up about it. Something happened too close to this case with such scant detail. We need to find out what it was. You want everyone to think you used your influence to stop the investigation, that you have that much power, but you're clearly lying. Tell us the truth about what really happened, or the press will learn about how helpful you've been in cooperating with the FBI investigation. Wait, what are you talking about? I haven't had a choice in the matter because of that warrant you slapped me with. True, but if it's even suspected that you're cooperating with the FBI, I'm sure traffic to your website will be impacted, especially given your target audience. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Alright, I'll tell you what happened. I received a call from an FBI agent telling me that there was going to be an investigation into the same videos you were asking me about. She was aware that they were about to launch our IPO and that this could devastate our share value, so she offered to make it go away if I created a backdoor to the website for her and only her. Did you happen to get the name of the FBI agent who wanted to create this backdoor? No, all our communication was done by phone. She never said a name. I did what she wanted and the case was closed. Thank you, Mr. Tucker. You've been very helpful. It's a she. Interesting. How do you know it's a she? So many. Oh, 60%. So the FBI may sabotage its own case. If you leave it to the Bureau to investigate, they'll probably just sweep it under the rug. That's so true. If anything, this should have been huge. It wouldn't be the first time a criminal group used an FBI agent to derail an investigation. If there's an agent for sale, I know just the person to find them. Give me a few hours and I'll have a full list of names we can cross-reference against agents involved with counterterrorism. Thank you for bringing this to our attention, Agent. You're welcome. Agent, we've collected enough evidence to procure a warrant for the production studio in Los Angeles that created those recruitment videos. Get over there and track down whoever was uploading these videos. Hopefully that will lead us straight to the talent agent. Good luck. Let's do it. Only have 1 star though, so... This is a lot where the videos were made. Looks like a standard movie studio, but if they're making recruitment videos, no doubt they've left something behind. Keep an eye out for anything that could help us determine who's making these videos. Torn script. Alien gun. Arrow. Dry cleaning. Security camera. And generator. That's not a generator? Son of a gun. That's a generator. The security camera should help us determine who's been on set. Let's have Aaron analyze the footage. This looks like a script, but it's been torn to shreds. It could be useful to put it back together. It's true. And I have 1 more star. So let's do it. This is The Graduate or something? Grand Legacy. Well, good work putting the script back together. The dialogue is clearly from the recruitment videos, so that confirms that whoever was making these videos was using this studio. There's a list of names written on the back of the script. I think it's a list of the cast and crew. Let's have Aaron check out these names. We need to learn who worked on these videos. Sweet. Grab a ton of stars. I'll be back. It's been Pitching ACD. Over and out.